There we go. We're on. Hello, good evening, everyone. Come to sitting. If you want to, you can take your bolster or your block and sit on that because it adds a nice height to let your legs cross without being tight in the hips. And you can always put a block underneath your knees if you need some support. If you're very comfortable and at ease sat flat on the floor, then that's fine too. And put one hand on the centre of your chest. Put your other hand, maybe just your fingers, lightly across your forehead. Close your eyes. And think of the space behind your hands, the space in the centre of your chest, the energy of your heart, your love and compassion. And then the space behind your fingers on your forehead, in the centre of your head, connecting to your intuition, your wisdom. And see if those two energy centres can join together, as if they're looking upon each other and connecting. Love meets wisdom. And you start to feel this connection to wisdom within you that's going to guide you through your practice, through your life. Now take the hand off your forehead and place it on your belly. And breathe in, so you breathe into your belly, then your chest, and then toward the forehead. And exhale. 4 more breaths like that, breathing into the hand on your belly, the hand on your chest, and an imaginary hand on your forehead. And exhale, like you're drawing the breath and the flow of your awareness upwards from belly, through chest, to head, aligning them as you breathe. 1 more round of breath like that. And then place your hands out to the side. Keep your right hand on the floor and lift your left arm up and over. As you lift up and over, side bend over, dropping your shoulder as you lean toward it. So you stay nice and spacious and free around your neck and your ears, and you can turn your head just to check that feels free for you. As you come up, drop your hand between your shoulder blades or toward the back of your head and hold your elbow with your right hand and ease your elbow up. Let your fingers point down the spine the best you can. Push your elbow up into your hand and then soften your ribs down. As you release, your left hand goes down to the floor and the right arm comes up and over. And as you lean to the left, soften the left shoulder. And as you lean over, check your neck and your head. Feel free. Move them a little if you need to and get longer in your right side. Breathe through your right side. And then inhale all the way back up. Bring your hand between the shoulder blades or behind the back of your head and holding your elbow. Ease it up with your hand holding the elbow, but also push your elbow up into your hand. Level the sides of your waist, level your shoulders, and sit firmly into your sit bones. And then as you release your arm, both arms come down, roll your shoulders. Notice which ankle you've got crossed in front. And if you're on a bolster or a block, then just shift your bottom forwards. So let's say you're sat on it, just shift forwards off your block or your bolster. You can leave it there. And then hold the back of your legs and hover your feet up in front of you. Hug your belly in and see if you can let go there. If you struggle to let go, then keep hold. Soften your shoulders. Keep the breastbone lifted slightly. And pop your feet flat to the floor, hands just behind your hips, and see if you can lift your hips and send your knees away. Lower your bottom back down and cross with the other ankle in front. Hold onto your shins or your ankles and flex your spine backwards and forwards a few times. So you're doing almost like cat-cow movements, which we usually do on hands and knees, but you're doing it sitting. Flexing your spine forwards, flexing your spine back. And then sit up straight. Take your right hand out to the floor, lift your left arm up. And this time, as you take a little bend towards the right, turn your chest toward the right knee and thigh, and then round your spine back, as if your spine is trying to cat arch toward the left. And your left arm is reaching away from the cat arch. Soften your shoulders and breathe into the back of the left ribs, back of the left lung. When you come up, arm lifts in the air, and drop your left hand to your right ear and draw your head across into a neck stretch. Relax your right shoulder, your right arm. Your left hand comes down to the floor, your right arm comes up and over. And leaning over just a little way, and then start to rotate your torso toward the left knee, and then round your spine back so your right ribs feel like they splay out. Breathe into the back of your right lung and feel a nice stretch out through your right arm. As you come up, right hand to left ear and draw your head toward the right. Relax the left arm, left shoulder. And release your hand, arm back down. Again, if you're sitting on something, drop your bottom off it. You can actually move it off to the side now. And then let's once more lean back into the sit bones. Hold onto the back of your legs, scoop in your belly. And then once you've got the belly scooped, you can think about letting go of the legs, relax the shoulders, lift the breastbone. Feet go down to the floor and hands just behind. Press into your hands and feet. You can either just open or you can lift at the same time as opening. Lower your bottom and bring your legs round behind you so you're on hands and knees. Now take those spine flexes in cat-cow. Inhaling as your head and your bottom tip upwards. Exhaling as your head and your bottom tip downwards. Flowing with your breath. Round your spine toward the ceiling, keep the cat arch, and walk both hands toward the right side of your mat. Round the ribs back, out toward the left. Reach your left arm further out off the mat and get long in your left side. A bit like you did when you were sitting. Bring the hand back in, walk your hands around to the left side. Round your spine into your cat arch, hugging your belly up to your spine, pressing out and fanning out your right ribs. And then maybe stretching your right arm a bit further out off the mat. Bring your hand back onto the mat and come back to center. Walk your hands towards your knees, come to a high kneeling position, and then step your right foot forwards. And as it steps forwards, get it to go a bit further than where your knee is. So then you can lunge forwards and your knee will end up being over your ankle. Hands on the front of your thigh, top of your thigh, and press on the thigh to draw your belly back. Roll the left hip forward slightly. Take your left arm straight up in the air. Drop your hand between the shoulder blades. Right hand holds left elbow and push the elbow up into your hand. Release both hands down to the floor. Step your left foot forwards so it's at the top of the mat next to your right foot. And then alternate bends in your knees. One knee bends, one knee straightens. You can have your hands on blocks if you need to. Both knees bend a little bit. Take your hands behind your lower back, straighten your arms and let your arms come over as your hips lift a bit higher. Look through the gap of your legs and squeeze the legs towards each other, just enough that the knees don't splay out. Take your hands slowly back down to the floor and walk to a downward facing dog. Legs back, spread your fingers out as your hands press forwards on the mat. Your hips draw back, more and more in line with your heels. And then lower your knees down to the floor. Walk your hands towards your knees, come to a high kneeling position. And then step your left foot forwards, a bit further forwards than the knee, so that when you lunge, the knee's in line with your ankle. Press against the thigh, draw your belly in, and roll the right hip forward so it's level with the left hip. Right arm up in the air, drop your hand between the shoulder blades, and catch hold of your elbow. Push your elbow up into your hand. Keep a feeling of both sides of the waist being even. And then release both hands down to the floor. Step your back foot forwards to the top of your mat. Alternate knee bends, hands can be on blocks. Bend both knees and bring your arms behind again. Go for your less dominant cross. So you're switching the thumb and index finger that lead. And let them come up and over. And if you can't get your arms off your back, it's fine. Just let them rest on your back. Straighten the elbows the best you can. Let your head feel free. Keep your right knee bent a lot. Straighten your left leg out a bit more. Look to the left and let your arms fall behind you. So your arms are falling to the right as you look toward the left, resting on your bent right thigh. Bend both knees, roll over your thighs, straighten your right leg and look to the right as your arms fall to the left. Bend both knees, bring your torso as close to your thighs as you can and let your arms dangle down the back of your legs. Roll your spine up towards standing. Roll your shoulders back. Inhale, your arms lift up, look up. Exhale, bend your knees a little as you bow to the floor. Touch the floor or your shins if you can't touch the floor. Inhale, look forwards, try and flatten your back out. Feel free to keep the knees bent. Exhale, fold forwards over your legs. Open your arms, come all the way back up as you inhale. Bring your hands together at the center of your chest. Look forwards through eyes of compassion and love. Inhale as your arms lift. Exhale as you bow. Inhale, straightening your spine so it comes as parallel to the ground as you can. Exhale, fold over the legs. Inhale, arms come all the way back up, push through your legs. Exhale, hands in front of the heart, gaze forwards, and again, see if your gaze can be soft and full of compassion, whatever you're gazing at. Inhale, arms lift. Exhale, bow as if you're bowing with love and gratitude for all the large and little things to be grateful for in life. And fold. Inhale as you lift. Exhale, hands to the center of your chest. One more round like that. Inhale, arms lift. Exhale, bow, hands down. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, bow. Inhale all the way up. Exhale, hands to the center of your chest, gaze forwards through eyes of kindness. Pause there and bring your arms down by your side and roll your shoulders in a backward circle. And then take your arms behind you and see if you can get hold of opposite hands, wrists, or elbows. And keep rolling your shoulders back, trying to send your elbows further back. Release your arms down, give them a little shake out. This time, see if you can bring your hands back so the fingertips touch and the fingertips work their way up your back and your palms face outwards, making an open book behind you. Roll your shoulders back and try and press the palms together. Whatever you've managed with your hands, you can go back to holding your elbows if you struggle to make a prayer position with your hands. Take a stride back with your left leg. Turn the heel slightly inwards toward the middle of the mat. So you've got a decent length stride. You're going to lift up the belly, hug in the belly, and roll your left hip slightly forwards. And then bow over your right leg. Come to that halfway position where your torso is parallel to the floor. Try and keep rolling the right hip back, the left hip forwards. And then fold forwards, bow over your right leg. Maybe gaze toward the back of your mat. Keep rolling the shoulders away from your ears and lifting the elbows. Engage your knees so you feel strong up the front of your legs. Bend your front knee a little bit and place your hands down onto the floor. Take a longer stride back with your left foot, but keep the heel on the ground still, and bend a bit. Bend into your front knee so your knee's in line with your ankle. Take your arms all the way up into Warrior One, rolling your left hip forwards. Press the little finger side of your hands together first, and then try and press the rest of your palms together to make a prayer. Look forwards or let the head dip back slightly, looking up. As you exhale, bring your hands down to the floor, lift the back heel off the ground, and lower your back knee down. Bring your right hand onto your right thigh, and take your left elbow or left forearm onto your right thigh. So left forearm onto right thigh we'll go with first. And then start to twist to the left, working your right hand round behind you. You can stay here, or you can take your elbow to the outside of the leg, get a bit more purchase, and twist a little deeper. Make a fist with your right hand and press your fist into your left hand and turn a little more, rolling your shoulders down. Place both hands to the floor, step to downward facing dog. Engage up the front of your legs, lengthen through the back of your legs. The lengthening comes naturally as your body weight presses back. Take your right leg up in the air as you inhale and step it inside your right hand. And then the left leg follows, flat back, parallel to the floor. Fold over your legs. Soften your knees, arms come all the way up. Look up. Hands to prayer at the centre of your chest, look forwards. Take your arms down. And this time again, we're going to go with the hands either holding wrists, or if you can get up toward the elbows, but switch the arms round so you're on your less dominant cross. Release your arms, give them a shake out. Again, bring your hands back. Find that the back of your hands start on your back, so the palms are facing out, and then work your hands up the spine. Then roll your shoulders back and the palms come closer. Take a stride back with your right leg. Turn the heel inwards. Roll your right hip forwards. Inhale, lift your chest, keep the belly firm. And exhale, bow down halfway so you're parallel to the floor. Try and lengthen your shoulders and chest forwards and your hips drawing back. Then fold over your left leg like you're bowing to the left leg, looking toward the back of your mat. Keeping your legs engaged and strong and reliable. And because we're bowing down, sometimes the shoulders and elbows feel like they're coming down with you. So remind them that they're rolling back and up. Bend your front knee a little bit, place your hands onto the floor and take a longer stride with your right leg, still with the heel touching the floor. And then take your arms up for warrior one. Start off with your arms, palms facing each other. Turning your little fingers towards each other a bit more and see if they can connect. And then press your palms together, maybe let the head dip back. Keep bending in your front leg. Last inhale. As you exhale, bring your hands down to the floor. Lower your back knee down to the ground. Heel is lifted. Bring your left hand on your left thigh and then your right forearm onto your left thigh. Start to twist and left hand can come around behind. You want to go further, elbow hooks the outer leg, and you can put your left fist into your right hand and press your fist in your hand to twist a little further. Shoulders down, neck nice and free. Both hands to the floor, step to downward facing dog. Even press through your arms and even reach back through your legs. Take your left leg up in the air, inhale. Step your left foot forwards, then your right foot forwards. And flat back, inhale. Exhale, fold over the legs. Inhale, arms come all the way up. Exhale, hands to a prayer position at the centre of your chest. Trying a little balance while we stand here. Take your weight into your right leg, bend the left leg and catch hold of your left ankle with your left hand. Lift your chest and press the thigh back. Kick the foot back in further away from your bottom so your arm starts to get stretched. Then tip forwards from your standing hip, lifting the left thigh and reaching your right arm out in front. As you hold that position, you're aiming to keep your gaze forwards. Try not to look to the floor. Come up, hand back to your heart. Return your foot to the floor. Shift your balance into your left leg. And then catch hold of your right foot. Left hand on your chest. Lift your chest, press the right thigh back. You could just stay there. Kick your foot further back from your bottom, arm getting stretched as the leg lifts. And your left arm goes in front. Try and let there be a softness and let there be space for your breath, an awareness for your breath. Inhale as you come back up. And exhale, return that foot to the floor, both hands onto your chest. Inhale, arms lift, look up. Exhale, bend your knees a little, bow forwards. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, step back to a plank position, legs out long behind. Inhale in your plank. And then lower your knees first and then your chest down to the floor. Lean slightly to the right and prop your left leg out to the side into a one-leg frog pose. I'm just going to shift around on my mat. There's a bit of space up here. So when you've got your one leg in your frog pose, left knee out to the side and your right leg out nice and straight, lower your head down onto your forearms. We'll stay here for a minute, priming for full frog. Try and get your tummy flatter to the floor by working your left leg wider so your pelvis gets closer toward the ground. And relax the weight of your pelvis. Feel the inner thigh releasing. No forcing, we're just going nice and easy and gentle. Just letting your exhales do the work as they carry away resistance and effort. Okay, and then come back up onto your forearms, lean slightly to the right, and then you can release the left leg, and then lean over to the left, and you can bring the right knee out. And the foot is flexed, toes point outwards. As you hold it there, lower down so your forehead rests on your hands, and try and work the knee wider so your tummy and your pelvis get closer to the ground. Feel your belly move as you breathe. Okay, and then you come back up onto forearms, lean slightly to the left, and your right leg down, and push up to hands and knees. So now you can take your bolster, have it down, so we are going to spread both knees out, straddling your bolster. I like to have, and if you've got a block as well, you can use that too. I like to have something underneath my hips, underneath the pelvis, as both knees go out wide. They're trying to go out as wide to the side as you can, with your feet pointing out. If the feet need to come together a little more, that's fine. And then lay your torso down over your bolster. And you can always make your bolster higher by putting another one on top or a cushion on top. As you lay your torso down, turn your head in one direction. Open your arms to the side. So your knees can be anywhere from about level with your waist down to being level with your hips. And your feet can be anywhere from being more tucked in towards your bottom or going out a bit wider, more in line with your knees. Close your eyes once you're there, once you've got yourself sorted. Feel the release happening. Sometimes for me in this, it just feels like I hit a block. Literally, I am on a block, but an internal block. And then the magic happens. You apply the principles. You hit that block. That's your resistance, your edge. You become still. You make friends with the resistance. You breathe to it. You approach it with kindness. And then time. Just resting here and allowing the time to do its work. Closing your eyes so you can rest in the time that you spend here. Sometimes if the eyes are open, it's almost like you're looking around, getting agitated, getting distracted, thinking about things, wondering how much longer you're going to be here. Close your eyes and just rest there like you're going to be here for hours. If your head's turned one way, turn the head the other way. We're halfway. Great. So coming out of this, put your hands flat to the floor and wriggle your knees in as you push up. And just come to sitting for a moment. Sit on your block if you need to and just let your legs relax. So you might want to use your bolster or a block to sit on for this next one. We're doing shoelace, but we're doing it as a 5 breath rather than a 3-minute hold. So if you step your right foot forwards and bring your left knee to point forwards and your left heel next to your left hip. Both sit bones are on the floor or a block. Your right foot then is going to step over. And we want to try and get your right foot to come toward the right hip. So I like to lift and wriggle a little so that both knees end up pointing forwards. Sit on a block if you feel there's a lot of resistance there. That'll get you so much more opening when you sit up on a block or a bolster. Anyway, so however you got yourself there, even if you end up with this leg here, and you can put a block in to support it like that. Then we're taking some arms in like we did earlier. Can you reach your right arm up and drop your hand between your shoulder blades? And the left arm round behind, like it did when the palm was facing out, and then see if your fingers can meet. Let me show you that. If you can't get the hands to meet like that, then you can hold onto your elbow above, or you can take hold of both elbows behind, whichever one you prefer. Let's go 5 breaths. Gaze straight forwards. Bring your head against your arms. 5, 4, 3, 2, both sit bones heavy. 1. Release your arms from whatever you had them in. Lean back on your hips and release your legs. Hover the legs in front of you. Hug in through your belly and hover your arms. And then see if you can maybe work at stretching your legs away a little bit. Keep your belly in strong so you're in more of a boat position. In yoga, this is a boat pose where we have the legs straighter. But if you want to do a bent leg boat, that's fine. And then the feet come down. Right foot comes under, so the knee points forwards. Heel next to your bottom. Left foot steps across. And then you help the left foot across with minimal yanking. If you're yanking, then it might go into the knee. So get your hips higher if you're struggling to get the leg in. Use your block anywhere you need to. Make your little wriggle so the skin can move out the way and tissues and muscles. Take your left arm up and drop the hand between your shoulder blades. Right hand behind, palm facing out, and see if the fingers can meet. And if not, you can hold the elbow above, or you can cross your arms behind with the less dominant cross. Once you've got yourself there, bring your head towards your arms so the head doesn't fall forwards. Breathe 5. Steady gaze ahead. 4. 3. 2. 1. Release your arms, lean back on your bottom, legs hover in front. You can hold them like we did at the beginning, or you can free your arms or hug your belly in strongly. You can try straightening out the legs, even if you have to lower a little bit further to do that. 2 more breaths. Lower your legs down. Take your bolster, lie down on your back and put it underneath the back of your hips. And we're lying out straight with the hips elevated. Who doesn't love a little bit of this? Hip raise, full body extension. Legs extend, arms behind, full body extension, but soften it. And then if that feels too high on your bolster or on your blocks, then you can always go with something flatter. Close your eyes. Relax your abdomen. Feel it fall towards your spine as you exhale. Breathe in belly, chest, third eyes, that's the forehead. And then exhale and feel all those spaces fall deep within your body. Breathe in belly, chest, forehead. Exhale, relaxing them, sinking into them. Keep on. We can spend much of our time with our legs out in front of us, whether that's when we're sitting or especially like now when the weather's nice, we're out walking, maybe up hills, and we get shorter in that front section. And this is a really nice antidote to that shortness. So feel it long. And as you relax and exhale, soften the ends of that length so it has space to extend and expand even longer. From your knees to your ribs. And then we'll just have a minute pushing the bolster down underneath the back of the legs. Or lift your hips off and push the bolster so it's underneath the back of your knees. And relax your arms down by your side, palms up. Let's take a minute there, just letting the lower back settle back down to the ground. Feel now like the whole of your body is breathing. So not just focusing on belly, chest, and forehead, but the whole of your body expanding with the inhale, softening with the exhale. Conscious full body breath. Shifting from a contracted state, which can often set us into an internal space of fear or anxiety, shifting to a space of expansion, where we are more free and confident and creative, trusting within creation. Then if you want to stay there a bit longer, do. If you're going to come out now, push the bolster away with your feet, turn onto your side. Take a breath or two. And make your way to sitting. Bring your hands across the center of your chest. Close your eyes. As you bow into your heart's energy, bowing with gratitude to this renewed energy within you, to yourself for turning up and practicing, and to anything great or small that you're grateful for in your life. Thank you to you all. Namaste. See you again soon.